This is your local election headquarters.
Welcome back. We're seeing the final weeks of Governor John Bel Edwards' term. The long-shot candidate led the state through numerous natural disasters, the pandemic, and championed a number of legislative reforms. He sat down with Capitol reporter Shannon Hecht to reflect on his time in office.
I firmly believe that our state has benefited from the major policy initiatives that we have undertaken since I've been governor.
Going from a state representative that led opposition against many administration policies and fighting to pass bills in a Republican-led legislature to governing over 4.5 million people.
We are Louisiana strong and Louisiana proud.
John Bel Edwards was thrown into the fire in managing a state forced into constant resiliency.
And many people are going to be tested in ways that we can only imagine.
Louisiana is more adversely affected by climate change than any state in the nation.
From the 2016 flood to the 2021 freeze to Hurricane Laura, Delta, Zeta, and Ida, and now wildfires, Edwards takes a pragmatic approach.
There's no reason to sit here today and believe that the worst is behind us. And in fact, there's every reason to believe that it's just going to continue.
Despite coming from a small town in Tangipahoa Parish, many miles from the coast, Edwards prioritized building infrastructure to minimize the damage, with hundreds of millions of dollars going towards coastal restoration and protections.
You can see that it's making a real difference when we restore barrier islands, when we restore coast, when we build levees.
Something no governor ever expects to have to take on came early in his second term, the COVID-19 pandemic.
It is only going to get worse from here.
For a time in early 2020, Louisiana had the largest growth rate of the virus in the world, and now the virus has taken the lives of over 19,000 Louisianians.
As we were very, very worried that our hospitals might have to resort to crisis standards of care.
Edwards was faced with fierce backlash, as did many governors, with his COVID policies during the worst of the virus, and even after, as anti-vaccination and masking legislation bloomed.
I wouldn't wish that situation on any future governor of this state or any other.
With the pandemic came a windfall of federal money, a far cry from what Edwards inherited in his first term.
When I became governor, we had a $2 billion shortfall and a total of $400 million in the bank. Today we have a balanced budget and $3.2 billion in the bank in two savings accounts.
After grueling special sessions and fights over where spending had to be cut, a balanced budget was reached.
Now that the fiscal cliff is in the rearview mirror, prosperity and stability.
Since then, the state has enjoyed major surpluses from following a conservative budget projection and the pandemic aid. Edwards passes on a word of advice on how to keep from falling into a deficit again.
But don't upset the economic growth that we've been experiencing either. Because otherwise you kind of go back to where we were.
Now those surpluses are drying up, and the next administration will have to decide what gets priority of the state's money.
And in part two of the look back on Edwards' administration, we will focus on criminal justice reform, party politics, and his overall legacy. You'll see that on next week's show. A Democratic state representative announced he will be running for the Louisiana chair of the Democratic Party. According to a release, Randall L. Gaines is running to replace the current chair, Katie Bernhardt. She has held the position since 2020. Gaines plans to, quote, reunite the party in the face of an extremist Republican executive and legislative branch and put Democrats back on the map. Public Service Commissioner Devontae Lewis has also hinted at a run for the party chair seat. After the controversial closing of the Diamond Jacks Casino up in Shreveport, the city is now breaking ground on a new facility that is being celebrated by politicians around the area.
The Arklatex market, I think, is ready for the kind of experience and entertainment that we bring.
More than $270 million are being invested in bringing the live casino and Hotel Louisiana to Bossier. The Cordish companies say the facility will have world-class gaming, hotels, entertainment, and dining.
Before we even open the facility, we'll be creating more than 700 construction jobs for the market, and that's great. You know, that starts the economic redevelopment into the market. And then once we open, we'll have hundreds and hundreds of jobs that'll span all types of different industries.
The casino will have more than 100 slot machines, 40 gaming tables, 25,000 square feet of meeting space, and more. Live officials say they expect to generate at least $35 million within their first years of opening. Adding their investment into Live Louisiana is also an investment into the community. Norton says some of their executives worked in the Shreveport-Bossier market years ago, and they want to bring their brand of gaming and entertainment to the area.
We know the type of people, we know the community, we know the culture down here, and it fits who we are and what we do.
All right, Senator Bill Cassidy says he and fellow Republicans are resolute. No funding for Ukraine without funding to address the crisis at the U.S. southern border. That's next.